It's a road game for the Kings, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. You look at Miami. And here's Rose. Wiggins outside. Three-pointer. They get it again. O'Neal misses in close. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the King. Weber gets the bucket. Weber's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Kings. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old-school energy to this matchup.
Pass to Sabonis. 4 on the clock. Here's Westbrook. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Here's Miami now. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Butler from outside.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with him. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you, Kev.
Allie, thank you so much. And the real star, Stan, of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter.
Here's Rose. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And the liftoff from this rookie is off the charts. Not much Rose can't do on the floor.
To the inside. Here's Sabonis. And a check with the rebound. Miami trailing. And Rose throws it down hard.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Down low. Jaquez with the steal. That one's in, his first shot this game. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And Miami has possession. Sacramento making their last shot.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
To the paint. Inside. Sabonis. And it's sent back by O'Neal. High arcing shot. A second chance effort. Nice D from DeRozan.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Terry Rozier, a combustible scorer, coach, who competes on the defensive end of the floor as well.
Great point, Kevin. I mean, Terry Rozier really made his career at the defensive end of the floor. He developed as an offensive player over time in the league, but he made his name and got his playing time based on what he did defensively.
First personal foul. First team foul.
46 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Sabonis. And the rejection by Ayton. Brown outside. Fades and shoots. Sabonis grabs the board. The Kings trail by 3. Westbrook drives in, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, that's where Westbrook's at his best. He wants to get downhill.
Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Brown. Into the lane. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Here's Mitchell. The Kings getting the bucket. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And Miami making a change here. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough. Length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. Feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
To the paint, here's O'Neal. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Miami, they had shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Clock at 6. Pass to Achua. It's blocked by Shaq. Wiggins in the post. Here's Rose. And stolen by Simmons. Murray with it. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. O'Neal with the steal. Rose, that's good. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Now here's Simmons. And it's Shaq with the rebound. 1:52 left to play here in the half. Here's Jaquez. It's hauled in by the Kings. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. In the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Now here's Murray. Nothing on the board. The shot's good from Achua.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Erik Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. They have not led for a while, a chance to do so here.
Well, they'd like to retake the lead on this possession.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And they're also doing everything they can to make things difficult for the opposition, coming away with steals and playing some really strong defense.
Now here's Westbrook, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
One of the most physical point guards this league has ever seen. Westbrook powers through for the and one.
Brown on the move. Good D by Weber.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Mitchell. Brown outside. Over to Rosen. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Kings lead by 5. Live from Miami, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Screen by O'Neal. Rose. Chris Webber with the rebound. Sacramento leading by 7. Levine with it. Butler covering the offensive rebound. And stolen by Wiggins. Stolen by Westbrook. To Sabonis. And it's Miami with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys?
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
And a guy who's averaged as many as 7 free throws a game in his career, Rose knows how to get to the line.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now here's Brown. He has 6. Here's Rose. That's tipped. Simmons with it. Weber a screen. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
And Simmons drops them both. The Heat trailed by 8. Brown deciding where to go with it. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And you think of all that Jaylen Brown has accomplished, Coach? Top of the list, 2024 Finals MVP.
Yeah, look, it's tough to beat that as an accomplishment, Kevin. To win your team a championship and be the biggest part of it. But what I love about Jaylen Brown is the consistency of what he's done throughout his career. This guy has been good for a long time, and he's still got a long way to go.
Butler, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Bucket is good. Weber's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And so Erik Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Now here's Butler. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
And the turnover again by Sacramento. Here's Mitchell. .115 left to play here in the third. Jaquez outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Kings leading now by 6. And stolen by Ayton. Brown with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Here's Ayton. Sabonis grabs the board. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Schroeder's got his first points of the game.
I love the patience Schroeder demonstrated in the pick and roll there, allowing the play to develop.
Mitchell outside. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Brown gets it done inside.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
The drive by Schroeder. And the basket is good. Schroeder's got the lead back up to 8 now for the Kings.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
41.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Miami with the ball. Now Rose. It's hauled in by Achua.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Levine's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Kings. Down low. Here's a Shaq attack.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. From deep. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
Well, you got to at least honor Schroeder's outside shot. He's definitely capable.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Now that could be a major moment in this game. Just when we thought this contest might be over, a steal, a fast break, and it's hold everything time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Shaq.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Heat. Trailing here by 8. Driving the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And here's Westbrook. It's stolen by Rose. Oh, and here comes Rose all alone. The rim robber, making no mistake.
This is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with that.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Kings leading now by 4. There's the drive. And Butler sends it back.
Butler always keeps grinding. The energy he plays with at the defensive end is terrific.
He hits the second from the line. And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And the foul on Rose. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
They've led by as many as 11 points. Murray outside. Oh, the slam dunk.
Oh, powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Here's the screen. Mitchell fires. O'Neal saves him with the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Oh, look at that. And there's the dunk.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Mitchell. Brown. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Now Sabonis. Stolen by Mitchell.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, Brown sees himself as a leader on this team, and he can come up with big points when they need him to.
The drive by Simmons. Sabonis. And the three misses.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Jimmy Butler coming up big with the game on the line.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. It's a three-point game.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're trailing by 5. And what's their best move at this point?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Up top, Wiggins launches it, knocks down the three. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Heat making a change here. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
So the Kings win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is